Hello student, welcome to my class of Python. Today we'll understand data file handling in Python. It is fourth part of the data file handling. So now we will discuss its contents. So first one thing, flush method in file handling, then absolute path and relative path, then after that standard input output and error stream, and at last practice session and question for homework. So let us discuss the first one content of the tab, that is video, flush in file handling. Python actually use the flush method to flushes, empty the internal buffer while we are writing a file in a Python. Actually Python automatically flush the file when closing them, but you may want use to flush data before closing anytime. It means to say when we are using a flush method, we have to use this flush method before the closing of file. Okay, but Python automatically flushes before the closing file also, so we can use it with the help of following example or syntax, that is file object, that is file name, file, usually are using file, then dot flush, using flush method in Python. So this is example will show you how to use a flush method. So first of all, we have created a file, that is foo.txt with writing plus mode. I'm going to say write and read mode. We have written the print the message to console. I'm to shell name of the file and file name will be present here, and then after that we have flush the buffer with the help of flush method. Okay, and then we have written something, another content of file and fo.close. Okay, so let's do it practically. So here I already created, I'm sorry, it is not this one part. So here is file 6 in which I have used a flush method. So here is a file abcd.txt with write plus mode, and then hello Python user is a written method, and flush I have called here, and then after that I written something here, and file is closed. So it is easy to use without any problem. So let's come to the next practical topic, absolute path and relative path. So there are two type of path while we are writing a file or opening a file. So you will understand today. So first one thing, absolute path. It is a complete path for file or directory. For example, c:/my folder /abc.txt. Okay, this particular address of a particular file is considered as absolute path, which contains the drive letter also and subfolder also. Okay, this can be easily accessible from that computer where this folder is stored. Relative path, it refers the path in which the reference with the current working directory. So first of all, we have to understand what is a current working directory. Current working directory actually a folder where we are working. Okay, so in the term of Python, where the Python installed directory is termed as current working directory, in which we can execute the code. For example, hello.txt, it is actually considered as it is on same directory where the Python file is executed. Okay, and in this hello1.txt, before that you can see that dot and slash is mentioned here. So this is actually for the subdirectory of the current working directory. It means to say where the Python is installed. Inside that I may have a folder also. Inside that particular file maybe exist. So these are termed as relative path. So now we can understand it well through the example. Here you can see a particular comment I have written here, a program for absolute and relative path. First of all, to check the current working directory, we have to import OS module. Without OS module we can't do that. So OS module we have imported, and then after that we have checked what is my current working directory. So rest of part I will do the comment. I'm going to make mention as comment. So we'll understand line by line. So we are going to run it. So it will print only the current working directory. My current working directory is C inside C drive Python 2.7 or 27. Okay, and now after that I am going to create a file. Okay, this file for relative path. Okay, understand? Relative path means where the Python is executed. So a file has opened. Okay, then after that hello.txt write mode, something I written here. This file is for testing purpose and part 1 close. So by that, if I'll run it, you can see file will be created. Okay, and then we can check its existence. Okay, with the help of os module, os.path.exist, this is function. It will return true or false whether the given path in the particular parenthesis is present or not. So as we are getting the information here of the hello.txt, so we will pass hello.txt within a single quote here. Okay, and then let's see what will the output of that. So when we are running this will return me true. Why? Because hello.txt, as I just created earlier time, because hello.txt is in my current working directory. So let's see where it is created now. So open your Explorer, go to C drive. Inside this, the file name I think hello. Okay, so hello. So you can see this is my contents. So this is file for testing purpose. So this file belongs to Python current working directory, as I mentioned, an output. Okay, so this is my current working directory. Inside that, the particular file is existence. Okay, so now we can check the another way also whether my current working directory or not. So there is another method to check whether is my particular file existence or not. So /, this is termed as whatever the current working directory. Okay, inside that is my particular file existence or not. So let's see what will happen. Run it. So you can see 2 times true has come. First time for this particular normal testing, and then after that current working directory. So both are true because this file refers the same, these two commands refer the same file. So now I'm going to create a particular directory, I mean to say folder, with the help of os.mkdir command. os.mkdir command actually create my new folder. So if I want to create a new folder, so I have to mention the path of that also, because I am working with current working directory, I mean to say relative path. Okay, so what I will do, I will use // and then folder name. It can be along with a space also, but I am not using here space. So do this one thing and compile it, I mean to say run it. So now you can see I have to comment rest of part and then run this. So the program is executed. Now I will check whether is my file there is not. So I think my file name is my folder. So you can see I have created folder name as my folder. So I will go to my folder. So here my folder has been created with the help of the following command. Okay, now I will not create the file again, a folder again, so I will make it comment. So to delete it, I can use this one command, os.rmdir. rmdir means remove directory. So let's see what will happen if I'll press F5 and say run it. So you can see my folder is not anywhere. Okay, understand? So I have teach you how to create a folder with the help of mkdir and rmdir. Okay, now I'm going to run it again to create the folder again. So you can see my folder has been created. Now come to the next part of the program. Now I'll do one thing. I will create a new file again, okay, which will be inside that particular folder. The name of the file is hello.1txt. So you can see that in the path I have used the again relative path method only. Okay, So /my folder /hello1.txt with write mode. Here I have written this is file for testing purpose part 2 close. So I am going to run it. I have to make this comment first. Now run it. So now my file has been run and say execute it. So now we can see inside the my folder there will be file hello1. So it will display what thing? This is file for testing purpose part 2. So now let's come to the console again and say program screen again. I have created file. Okay, and now I'm going to check whether this particular file in existence or not. Same command I will type in print os.path.exist. Within round bracket I will pass the path of this particular file. Which file? hello1.txt file. So I will pass the same path, for example /my folder /hello1.txt. so let's see what will the output. So now you can see 3 times true has come. First time and second time true for these two particular command, and third time true is for this particular command where I selected now. Okay. Now we are going to create a new particular file with absolute path. Absolute path means along with the file directory also. Okay, so here I am going to create a folder. I am creating a file under F drive, current data, file name is myfile.txt with write mode. Okay, so I will show you where is my F drive. So F drive here. Okay, you can see current data inside there, nothing. I may say no file is there. I may say created file is not mentioned here. So we are going to run this particular code along with the same path, that is f:/current data /myfile.txt, right? And here is message, this is the absolute path file, for example in Python close. So run it, and now we can see in our particular folder. So my file has been created. The content which is written here, that is, this is my absolute path file for in Python. Okay, so this file has been created now. So now we are going to check whether it existence in current directory or the absolute path. So first of all, we are going to check as in the form of what current working directory. I mean to say I am trying to search this particular file. Is this path is exists in this inside the current working directory or not? It will be false. So here os.path.exist within round bracket myfile.txt. So you can see in this particular directory there is no my file. Inside this particular there is no my file. Okay, my folder is there, inside the hello1 is there, but inside here there is no my file. Okay, so we are going to check whether it is belongs to in my current directory or not. So run it. So okay, so now you can see that I will close this first because it is not easily visible it. So you can see the last one statement is false. Why? Because this particular file it do not belong to the my current working directory. So now I am going to check the last command with complete address. I am to say absolute address of that particular file. So os.path.exist within round bracket, that file where I at the time of creation. Okay, f current working data and current data and my file.txt, and then command will be removed, and now run it. So now you can see that true, last one is true. Why? Because this particular file is belongs to same directory where I have given that path. Okay, so by this we have understand the absolute path and relative path. Okay, now we have to come back to the next topic again. Standard input output error streams. Okay, so first of all we have to understand what are the streams. Stream actually flow of data from one platform to another platform is termed as stream. Okay, data flow from one platform to another platform is termed as stream. So there are 3 types of streams in Python, that is stdin, stdout, stderr. Stdin standard input, stdout standard output, and stder standard error. Okay, STDIN, that is standard input, represent the standard input device like the reads from a keyboard, for example keyboard, etc. Standard output represent the standard output devices like example display unit like the monitor, etc. Standard error, okay, this represent the error devices or message. You can see that it print to the display part, okay, to the file, it mainly in red colors. So let us do the particular example of the particular standard input on output. So we have to open Python, and then I'm going to directly open standard input output error. Okay, so we will do one thing, we will do the practice for, okay, so a program I will say to create a particular this one thing. So we have to import this time sys. Why we need to import the system IMDC sys? Because it is totally based on devices, so that's why we are importing the sys module. So we are going to create a file that is open with read mode or write mode. So first of all I will create a google.txt as a file, and then write mode. Here I will write here something like file.write. Inside this I will write Google is popular search engine, and then /n. What I will type here, nowadays it is used by many people. Okay, so now file dot close. So it is simple file. Okay, this will what thing, write the content in a google.txt. okay, now we are going to write the content of this particular file. Okay, I must read the content particular file in different streams. So first of all I will run it. Okay, and then after that we have to save this file along with suppose that file 7.txt and say .py. So file has been created, nothing I have printed yet. So now what we have to do, we have to just read this file. Okay, I will open this file in a read mode. File equals to open, and file name is Google. So student, this file actually created in my current working directory, which is absolute relative path. Okay, so read mode, and then I have created a line 1, that is file dot read line. Okay, it will read the one line only. Okay, and then after that I will write here sys, that is sys dot std out, standard output, that means console or output screen. Right, what I will write here, line 1. Okay, and then sys dot stderr, that is write. What I will write here, simple message along with /n. Simple message. Okay, there is no error, and after that I will close the file. So now run it. So now you can see a first line has been retrieved from the file. The first line, what was the first line? Google is popular search engine, and there is no error. It is in red color. Why? Because it's I have written inside the standard error stream. Okay, so we can check whether my file is created in Google in a current working directory. So we can go to the Python 2.7 and file name is Google. So now you can see two line has been written here. Google is popular search engine, and nowadays it is used by many people. Okay, so but in the output screen you can see that only one line has been executed. Why? Because I have used only read line method with the help of particular Python programming. Okay, so read line, and I have write this particular code in standard output device. A standard output device means this particular output screen, I am to say monitor especially, okay, where this particular line has come. And then standard error devices, it going to say display refer to display also, but in red color, I am to say in error format. So there is no error. So you can see there is no error. So in this topic we have understand the standard input output device. Okay, and now we are going to another example, okay, where we are writing something, it will be passed through the file. So what we have to do? So to do that, we have to just open the particular file again. I am to say Python, this one, and now open it. So then after that, standard input output error. So now in this example you will see I have import.sys because I am dealing with the standard input output and streams. So here print hi on screen for console. So it will definitely print in console, I am to say shell mode, okay, or console. And then after that I have created a file. Object name is fout equals to open out.log with write mode. So student, you can easily understand, we have done the practice earlier time. A file name with along with extension, there is no need to worry about where is the extension log, dat or whatever. So it will consider as a I may say text file only without using the binary mode. So here out.log and then separated by w, it will return mode of file, and then here whatever the output of standard output device, that is screen or the I am to say console screen, it will transfer to the fout, I mean to say file. And here I have written two statement here. This is print for log out.file and process is complete. This will not print to the console. Let's see what happened. So after pressing F5 button, here is only one that is a message has come to the screen, only first print part, hi on screen for console. Can you see that? Good. Now what happened in these two lines? In this two line happen, we have opened a file out.log for writing purpose, and whatever the system.output will accept, okay, it will not print to the console, it will directly transfer the data to the file, and after that we have closed the file. So let's see where is the file. So this file consider under the what thing, relative path, because I have not mentioned here path. So now we have to go to our folder and file name, I think out. So now you can see that here is two line mentioned. This is print for log, out.log file and process complete. In the code you can see in this particular code, hi on screen for console, this is for console. But after these two code, I am to say especially this one code, whatever the print command, it do not redirect the output to the console, it direct the, I am to say store that particular content to the file directly. So you can see the output also. So in output only one line has been printed, rest of these two lines stored in this particular file with the help of this line. So we have learned today the standard input output, this one thing, okay. And now question and practical for the homework. So write a program in Python program for the day. Whatever we have done today, we have to do the same in your computer or the mobile using Google Colab or using Python ideally. And write a program to get the roll number of the student, name of the student, marks of the student of the class, get from user, I'm going to say user, like user input, and store into the file name as a record.date, okay. And write a program, okay. Next question is write a program to add the more student detail in question 2. It means to say whatever the record.date, okay, another program will be to update this file, I'm going to say append this file to add the records. And fourth one, write a program to read the record of student from the record.date. It means to say it is fourth part of the program which will be considered as essentially, I am saying new file to read the whole student details by this program. So do the practice with the text file handling and send to my email ID. And thank you and have a nice day.